Connor Bedard has been on everyone's radar for years now. But after watching his insane skill put on display during this past World Juniors tournament, we'd be crazy not to make a video about the kid. I know a lot of us can't help but think someone his size can't really dominate in the NHL, but I assure you, after watching this video, this is only the beginning for Bedard. So keeping that in mind, here are the top 10 Connor Bedard moments so far. Connor Bedard's first goal at the 2022 Under-18 tournament. With all eyes on him, waiting to see how he compares to everyone else on the ice, Bedard did not disappoint with his first goal that came against Team USA. I mean, look at the patience he has, look at the puck control deep in the US zone. They're not on a power play, this is 5-on-5 hockey, and Bedard is able to find room as he takes the puck below the hash marks, all the way to the goal line, and still roofs it over the American goalie. This was his first of many to come in this tournament, and you have to love that stick twirl celebration. I also think it's worth mentioning, if we rewind the game back a bit, Bedard's playmaking ability was also on display as he helped Canada get on the board with an unbelievable pass. Bedard wins the battle for the puck off the boards with a quick stick lift and then a no-look backwards pass through the legs. What an unreal play. Connor Bedard getting physical. Now this is a clip for everyone who thinks Bedard is too small to play in the pros. Here he's breaking into the offensive zone, doing a nice one hand behind the back deke, but the defender does not care because he's staring right at Bedard's chest. He's ready to take the body. Well, Bedard is one step ahead of him as he realizes that the deke didn't lose the defender, so he decides to throw a check of his own, knocking the defender down onto his butt. This is a solid heads-up play, and he was able to protect himself, realizing the initial move didn't work. I mean, how many superstars have we seen get their bell rung because they're trying to get too fancy? This was definitely refreshing to see, and I hope to see more of it. Bedard's gold medal backhand snipe at the Under-18 tournament. Nearing the end of the first period, Russia was up 1-0 in the gold medal game. The Russians take a bad line change, and Bedard makes them pay for it with his speed and puck handling ability. He goes one-on-one with the Russian defenseman, he quickly pulls the puck back to his backhand, and before the D could even react, it's too late. He snipes it with his backhand right over the goalie's shoulder. Play that back and let's rewatch it.
Again, the little snap backhand operating. He takes that puck
in a tight space. The D-man is trying to take the body, but before he could even do anything, the puck is already in the net. And look how well Bedard absorbs the hit from the Russian defenseman. The guy was looking like a straight up pylon there, and the goalie had no idea what was going on, becoming the first player granted exceptional status in the WHL. In 2020, history was made as Connor Bedard, at the age of 15, became the first person to ever be granted exceptional status from Hockey Canada. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, as a 15-year-old in the WHL, he would have only been limited to a certain number of games rather than being a full-time player. But given his talent, they made the wise decision of letting him become a full-time WHL player. Here's the criteria that must be met to get exceptional status. Exceptional player status is granted to a player whose qualities, not only on the ice but as a person, deem the player deserving of the rare privilege of participating in the Canadian Hockey League at an early age. After being granted exceptional status, Bedard was then drafted to the Regina Pats first overall and was quick to make some noise in the league as he scored 2 goals, proving that he was worth the exceptional status. The youngest player in World Juniors history to score 4 goals. Back in the 2022 World Juniors tournament, Connor Bedard and Team Canada opened a can of whoop-ass on Austria, taking the victory with a final score of 11-2. Bedard did his fair share of the damage, scoring 4 goals throughout that game. Scoring those goals comes with not only 1, but 2 records. First, he became the first 16-year-old player to register a hat-trick for Team Canada at the World Junior Championship since Wayne Gretzky did, all the way back on Christmas Day in 1977. I mean, just being mentioned in the same breath as Wayne Gretzky is an accomplishment, but this second one is where it gets better. Not stopping at the hat-trick, Bedard puts home his 4th goal of the game, which set a World Junior scoring record as he became the youngest player to score 4 goals in this tournament. Let's have a quick look at each of them.
Play this perfectly by Bedard. and he'll protect the puck. Cooley goes right back to him, and this is all him. One move, and then he's got all kinds of traffic side of the game. And I'll tell you, if you're going to score goals at the next level, as he's already working his way here, is you have to get yourself.
Bedard's hat trick versus Sweden at the Under-18 World Championships. In the semifinals of the tournament, Connor Bedard shows us his clutch abilities as he performed at such a high level during an elimination game to get Canada through to the finals. Not only did he put the team on his back, but Canada crushed Sweden 7-1 to move on. Okay, now let's take a look at this hat trick.
Knew it was trouble for Sweden. A little turnover in the neutral zone. It's collected, and Bedard just gains a little head of steam and gets through two players around the defenseman and puts the shot low. I mean, are you kidding me with this kid? Wait till you see this shot. I mean, he doesn't have much of room there, and he just lets it go. It's over the blocker, just inside the bar. And an incredible play off the face-off here. McTavish wins the draw. Canada works it around, and then the puck just bounces right to Bedard.
The between the legs goal. I didn't want this video to be all about this kid's scoring ability, but when he scores like this at will, it's hard not to include it. Look at his speed, look at the moves he does to break the defender's ankles. His speed and handles in this play are pure McDavid versus Morgan Riley. You know the play I'm talking about. He embarrasses the D-man and then embarrasses the goalie even more, bringing the puck back between his legs and scoring in the top right corner. It's just so unfair. Post-game interviews. Okay, so now here's something to talk about that has nothing to do with scoring. There are two interviews that stick out to me for Connor Bedard. The first one comes after winning the gold medal in a nail-biter against Finland. Connor shows off his personality here, being very candid with the interviewer.
What's going through your mind when Mason saves that puck off the goal line?
I was myself. I wasn't even thinking. I lost my guy in front. They had a 2-on-0. It was crazy. That saved us the game, and then obviously KJ getting the goal, but that was crazy.
And of course, recently after winning the World Juniors, Connor was the talk around the tournament. You simply couldn't discuss the tournament without mentioning his name, and when the reporter met him on the ice after the game, Connor showed poise, leadership, and a level of professionalism not many 17-year-old kids have.
I'm not talking about myself right now. We're not talking about me. We just won the biggest tournament in the world. And man, I love this group. I love this country. And this team, or this city right here has been unbelievable.
What will you remember most about this team?
Right now, I mean, it's an experience of a lifetime for myself and for all, my teammates, my brothers.
The World Juniors hangover cure. Connor is coming off some serious hype after the World Juniors, and if you bet on him to cool off going back to the WHL, you'd lose all your money. The kid went back and completely carried over the momentum from the tournament, notching yet another hat trick for Regina as they took on Calgary. The World Juniors scoring record. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. This past 2023 World Junior tournament made it clear to the hockey world that Connor Bedard is the next best thing we've seen since McDavid or Matthews. Bedard was an integral part to Canada winning their back-to-back gold medal this year. He was the tournament's MVP due to his insane point production that also helped him break some tournament records. Just take a look at this. Connor is now Canada's all-time goals leader with 17, their all-time points leader with 36, and Canada's single tournament points leader with 23. With this performance, Bedard passed some huge names in the game that came before him, and we can only hope he continues on this trajectory so we can soon see him tear up the NHL for years to come. Thanks for watching our videos. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.